From the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. And this is episode number 943 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi, how are you? I'm pretty much resigned to the fact that this is a 3 o'clock show now. I give up. I just fucking give up at this point. I hope you're doing good. Hope your day's going well. My day is busy as usual. Hope you're hanging in there, though. I am wondering, where in the fuck is my audio mixer at? That would be most handy. Oh, okay. That is weird. How did it get there? That's a shame. I hope you're doing good, kiddos. Lots to get to. One particular story I want to get into today. It's a squabble and a beef. Yeah. Oh, it's got a little bug on my... got a media scrum going down. Y'all know me, I like a good media scrum. Got a little beefsy between Ryan Clark and RG3. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. We've got to get into that. Also, got a birthday today we will be celebrating as well. I've got some random stuff that I saw. Just a couple of random photos that crossed my timeline that I want to get to. And where the shit is it? There's one. That I just want to get your thoughts on. One of them just kind of a cool stat, really. It's a basketball stat. And the other one, okay, why is that showing up there? Son of a bitch. The topics didn't update, and that is horse shit. RG3 versus RC. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just some like random stuff. Alex says swarm. Why is the swarm? What the hell is the swarm? What is that? We have a Western Conference Finals, but that was agreed on today as well. Yes, we can discuss the basketball. Astros were in action last night playing a minor league team at a minor league, stadium. That's just crazy. Did you watch the Astros last night? Jesus, for the love of Pete. I get why Tampa's playing there. Don't get me wrong. I understand that the stadium, the hurricane, and my God, there was some pop flies that are just 310 feet or some bullshit. Like what? I guess they kept talking about it on the, what's it called? The broadcast about how they wish Jordan was playing. Could you imagine? I mean, good Lord, man. That man would have hit his Texas Leaguers would have gone out of that park. The Rays minor league park. But yeah, good point on that too. So yeah, crazy stuff there. We'll get into that. And then anything else you want to chit chat about? We'll talk some NBA playoff. Okay. Playoffs, jackass. Get your topic number thingies right, you dumb dick. But I do want to get into this RG3 versus Ryan Clark thing. I will say I've got to find the video of what exactly he said. I gotta find. I looked for it. I gotta find it. I gotta go find it. I'm derelict in my duties. I have been. I guess. Let me explain what's going on in my life, people. First of all, I'm a little disappointed in you, chat. A lot of you didn't notice. Your boy dyed the beard. Huh? Nobody noticed. That means I did a good job. That means your boy did a good job. And I still don't know what the swarm thing is. We're going to get to the bottom of that, I guess. But your boy has dyed the beard. Yes. And no one said shit about it. No one said a word. Which means, I guess it did a pretty good job. I was going for the, I didn't want to go full on, to match the hair, because the hair is like blackish, dark brown, black. And so I just wanted to sprinkle in a little salt and pepper, because it was kind of stark white. I think if I pull up an old YouTube vid, I think we'll see. Let me go to the studio. Let me go to content. Let's scroll back to last week. Let's see. When did I die? I died at Sunday. Sunday. Let's see. If I pull up a show from May 14. Was that when I was shitting my brains out? No, I didn't do a show when I shit my brains out. Oh. Gotta get one where the mic is not in the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is when, oh, my. That's a dumb look on my face, too. Well, not that that's usually a dumb look on my face. I'm trying to find where the mic is not in my face. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Chrome. Yeah. Look at the difference. You guys didn't even notice. So Donna said I thought something was different, but then I thought you lost more weight. Heartthrob said tweet the show. Okay, eyes back on the road. Yeah, I fucked that up too, Heartthrob. I had yesterday after the show, I spent some time working on some things. And I was trying to get this tech issues squared away. Didn't, obviously. I'm trying to fix this thing. Hold on. I have this thing. It's called a loop deck. And it's supposed to be able to, well, it's just a technical device. And I want to be able to control the show with it. Oops, just rebooted that. Good thing I don't use it. It's a fucking pain in the ass. And, yeah. I was trying to get it to work, man, to no avail, but eventually just had to go call it a day. But, hold Oh, that's. Oh, I see why that is. Okay. I was like, why is everything so blurry over there? And now I see why. Because your boy had it on 360p. No. Okay. Now, here's what the difference is, Donna. This is why you thought I lost weight. Let me see here. Hold on. I'm trying to find a good side by side. Oh, this might do. Okay. Well, look here. Just so, oh, I don't know what the shit I was doing there. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go with that. What I did, Donna, was I cut it too. I trimmed it up. So you can't really tell. But yeah, I basically I trimmed it and dyed it. So I shaped it. Yeah. I shaped it and put some dye in that bad boy because, this is looking rough. So I think it's made a big difference. Huh? 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 I'd say so. Yeah, but and I don't have like I didn't fix it really because like it's supposed to be a little fluffier, but I didn't fix it. But yeah, I shaped it and like made it, made it look prettier. But that's the difference between that stark whiteness and this little salt and pepper action. So I figured it was a little gruff. It was a little not so handsome, I guess you could say. Yeah. So it's still not great. It's still, it's good. It is what it is. But it's better. So at least Nora likes it better now. And I think I'm sticking with this. This is about as I can deal with the gray this way. So there you go. All right. I can't believe nobody noticed though. Put your money on America to will flag football in the Olympics. You think so? Walt? You think so? How it started versus how it's going. The underlying thing is the difference in endorsement money now and NIL is greater than the difference in talent. Makes it seem like a race thing. What? You can paint it with Sherwin-Williams. Ain't no fixing that beard. You can go fuck yourself. You raggedy bitch. Yeah, I agree. Look, it is, it's what it is. It ain't great, but it's all I got. It's better than what it was, finally letting it grow it out some. What I love about it, though, and why I don't think I'm going to get rid of it anytime soon, is it hides the old double chins. And that I do love. And it does give some shape to my face. Oh! You're the man, Total Dallas. I'll be right back. Yes! You, sir, are the man. I forgot. Yes! You are the man. Yeah, I like it because it gives shape to the face. It gives me, a little, because I kind of got a roundish, fat face. And so that's why I was like, man, I'm kind of glad I grew it out and got some shape to it. So, all right, a while back, Total Dallas talked about this. He said he had some orange orange cream Coca-Cola. Orange vanilla flavored. We're going to try this. We're going to try it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to be good. But I said I would try it on this show. Nora went and bought me one, and we're going to try it. Ingredients: water, high fructose corn syrup, less than 2% of caramel. If you say caramel, you punch yourself in the dick. Ladies too. Caramel color, natural flavors, phosphoric acid, caffeine. Caffeine content 57 milligrams per 20 ounces. Well, how the fuck does it taste like? Oh, that's the natural flavors. Okay. Can you time out people on YouTube? I mean, Donna could make it happen. Total Dollar said, Coke does vanilla best. Pepsi does cherry best. I don't drink Pepsi. I'm not some northern carpetbagger. Okay? Pepsi is for the northerners, the carpetbaggers, those type folk. Down here, we drink Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper. That's what we do. If you drink Pepsi, you're a goddamn carpetbagger. And that's what you are. Evil Death said, did I use Just for Men? Yeah, I used the Just for Men touch of gray. And what I did, I agree, Mimi, I agree. Pepsi sucks. Not only did it try to burn up Michael Jackson, it just, I don't know. I feel like, I've never tasted the sweat off of a giraffe's nuts before, but I feel like if I did, that's what it would taste like. I'm just saying. That's probably what it would taste like. Sweat off of giraffe's balls. Just for old men. Hey, yes, the answer is you can time out people on YouTube. Let me know when, and I'm happy to do it. After that comment. Just say the word, and he's gone after that comment. Jackass. Flip said, sorry, I be late. Oh, don't worry, Flip. I be late too. Clark started all this in 2022 when he was over the top with her braggadocious behavior, but I didn't like it when Reese gave it back to her the following year. Well, we're going to get to all of that. Hang tight. At the Texans games, every first down, they yell swarm now. It's homage to D'Amico Ryans. He said swarm to the ball. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. I capiche now. Okay. I capiche. I don't know what has happened to my little thingy. My little thingy is broke. Okay. We won't say that again out loud. Hard to be driving to OKC, huh? Have fun with that. You're going to the game, I know. So enjoy. All right, let me say what's up to everybody. Total Dallas is on YouTube. So is Walt. AJB's over there. What's up, pimpin'? Who else is over on the tubes? I believe that's his all. I spy with my little eye. Yep, that's it. All right, on Twitches we've got, hey, Seuss, what up, Jesus? Good to see you, buddy. My sweet, sweet Donna is here, checking in early. Evil Death is in the building. What's up? If this was just a comedy roast from Ryan Clark to RG3, it's no big deal. Tony the Handsome, are they beefing today or just stuff from yesterday? Yeah, it's the whole he attacked my family and all that. We're going to get into it. Heartthrob is here. Alex Villanueva, good to see you, pimpin'. Evil Death I got. Let's see. Who else? Nightbot, that raggedy bitch. Truck driver Pookie, what's up, handsome? I wish they did something better than Swarm. It sounds so forced at the stadium. It does sound stupid. It makes no sense. I mean, I get it. It's like, oh, that's what our fearless leader would say. Swarm to the ball. Yeah, but now it just sounds like you're doing some weird shit for the Charlotte Hornets or something. You're the You're the Texans, and you're the Bulls on parade and all that shit, but you're yelling swarm? Okay. What up, Keith Sager? Good to see you, pimpin'. Hey, you want to come over and help me work on my lawnmower? Okay. Who else is here? John Dorier, what's up, homie? I still can't look at you and your avatar without seeing your nipples pierced. Thank you, John. John said the beard looks good. He noticed. He noticed. Love you, John. You're the only man that gets me. Can't believe I said that out loud. What up, Flip? Good to see you, pimp. Who else? Memesters. Mimi's in the building. Jeff Bell. God damn, Jeff Bell. When are you going to be able to change that stupid ass avatar? Swarm is an acronym. What's it stand for? Stupid. You knew I was going to start with that. Who bullied Total Dallas off of Twitch? Yeah, good question. Stupid. Okay, I'm not going to say what first popped into my head. Oh, because you got to wait till Dallas gets bounced, huh? Oh, special work ethic and relentless mindset. Oh my God. Is that what D'Amico said it stood for? Or is that like a corporate acronym? Jesus. Ugh. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh, so maybe this is this the video? I don't know. Is somebody special work ethic? Work ethic. Yeah, that's what D'Amico or Papa Smurf. That's what doesn't make any sense. Work ethic is 2 words. So it's sweararm. It's swarm. It's not swarm, it's swarm. Swarm! It's fucking stupid. It's not even swarm. It's swerm. Oh my God. Now I fucking hate them even more now. And I was just starting to like them. Swarm. Oh my God. Everybody swarm. Jesus. Not that. Swarm. Okay. I'm just going to be doing that the whole fucking time. Swarm. All right. This could be the rallying cry for this show now. Hey, when we got to rally up, y'all know what to do. Swarm! Like it doesn't leave my D'Amico alone. How about you get him a fucking speaking spell? Try hearing it at a full stadium. And then I bet as soon as they yell it, everyone does the wave. And I'd want to punch everybody in that godforsaken stadium. Swarm! Sit down. How about you swarm your ass into your seat, dumbass, and learn how to spell? Swarm. Oh my God. Hermagerd. All right. Shit. We got a lot to. Let's start with. Let me show you here. A couple of cool things. In lieu of. Always like that. In lieu of. Share, download. Page 4. Oh, let's try the Coke first. Nope. See, if I was on TikTok, they'd be hitting me with strikes. No, you can't do that. You can't joke about stuff like that. That's how they talk over there in TikTok land. You know it. That lasted all of one day. I was so pissed about that. I spent all that goddamn time and energy and effort to figure out how to make this work on TikTok, only to find out they're a bunch of hoe-ass hoes. And I had to get rid of that shit in one fucking day because them mamby-pamby bitches are so sensitive, you can't even say anything. And they're sending you strikes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, damn all that. So nah, we not fucking with them. All right, before we get into it, I do a wave at a Roughnecks game. No comment. No comment. All right, let's try this Coke. This is orange cream. Orange vanilla flavored Coke. I'm getting notes of, I smell orange. Yep. Getting notes of orange. Yep. Yep. Getting notes of orange and cream. Let me cleanse my palate. All right, here we go. Orange cream Coca-Cola. Wow. That is fucking awful. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Oh my God. Why? Why would you do that? Yep, confirmed. Jesus, man. Nah, bruh. Total Dallas. You better not blame that on me. Man, that was your fucking idea, bro. That's fucking terrible, man. Oh my God. God. Bleh. Bro. Yeah. Yeah. You know what it tasted like? Ugh. Yeah. It tasted like if a warthog fucked a coyote and in the middle of them having sex, a honey badger came along and joined them and then just started nutting all over the both of them. And then the three of them started fighting and sweating and bleeding. And then the blood and the sweat and the nut from the warthog and the coyote and the honey badger all blended together. I imagine that is what that is. It's like equal parts semen, blood, and sweat from a warthog, a coyote, and a honey badger. Ugh, fuck. That's awful, bro. I can't. Jesus Christ. Donna said, curious, how do you know about that taste? I said I would imagine, Donna. I'd imagine. I didn't say I know. I said imagine. I'd imagine that that's what it would taste like. If a warthog and a coyote were making sweet, sensual, passionate love. You know what I mean? Like if a warthog was just like, hey, yo, what's up, coyote? How you doing? Bring your ass over here. And then they started doing it. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, get you some of this warthog dick. You know, and then along comes a honey badger. It's like, hey, honey badger don't give a shit. And then they just start fighting and shit. And tussling and fighting and fucking and fighting and tussling and fucking and fighting and blood and cum and sweat and jizz and blood and sweat and more cum and jizz, and it's just all mixing together, but in a really sensual way. And then you bottle it up and you put a label on it and you call it Orange Vanilla Coke. And then Total Dallas runs to the market and grabs himself a 12-pack. Jesus Christ, that's awful. I can't even... Good Lord, man. Good Lord. Take that. I would say no Diddy, all Diddy. That's what I imagine. Like the cleanup, the cleanup bucket at the Diddy after party. You know, I don't know if y'all watched the Diddy documentary on Max. It was like a 5-part series. This one intern guy had to go clean up after a freak off. You imagine? It'd be like, get your rubber gloves. You got to go clean up. That was his job. He'd be like, hey, sorry, buddy. It's going to be a mess. Take that. I imagine that's what it tastes like. Is that bucket. So the guy that's favored teams are Dallas has bad taste. Total Dallas is like, I never fully endorsed it, Walter. I said I was trying. Damn you all. No. This shit was your idea. You waller in it for a little while, all right? I had to put that shit in my mouth, ass face. You made me put that in my mouth. You made me put that swill, that swine, that nasty warthog, coyote, honey badger, sweat, jizz, blood mixture in my mouth, man. That's your fault. Swarm! This show needs to rally is what we need to do. This show needs to rally. Dad, Total Dallas, will you run to the store and get some soda? No problem. I'll be back with some coyote jizz. Jesus Christ. Next, try banana fudge bluebell. What the fuck? No. I will not. Banana fudge blue, bro. Do you know what I don't want in my ice cream? Fruit. I don't want fruit in my fucking ice cream, bro. It's ice cream. I don't want fruit in it. Now, I'll get down on some orange sherbet, but I don't want no fucking bananas in my ice cream. Miss me with this shit. That is disgusting, man. You got, and first of all, I'm not, your whole next try ... can go fuck itself. In fact, I should put a rule in the chat that anytime Total Dallas says you need to try, it's an automatic suspension. It's an automatic 10-minute timeout for that account. It's an automatic. Hey, you should try. Poop, you gone. Swarm, you gone. Get the fuck out. After that abomination of a soda that you just had me suck on, swear to God, this is like I just fucking blew a dolphin, bro. This shit was awful. Orange cream Coke and banana ice cream might contain Cowboy Rangers and Mavericks all in one. Not like this. Exactly. Total Dallas can't get enough of Soylent Green. Like, if you like fudge bombs, you'll love it. I don't like fudge bombs. First of all, that sounds like a sex move. Hey, you ever tried an Alabama Hot Pocket? Nope. What about a Cleveland Steamer? Nope. What about a fudge bomb? Definitely haven't done that. Never done a fudge bomb. What's that? Oh, well, fudge bomb. No, I'm not going to do it because Donna's here and she hates poop talk. So I'm not going to do it. They put the banana fudge bomb in a cup. It's actually good. Yeah, I like bananas, okay? I'm not a big fudge guy. I'm not like, oh, I got to have fudge. I don't like wake up like, man, well, how am I going to get my fudge fix today? My grandmother used to be like obsessed with fudge. She'd be like, baby, you want me to make you some fudge? And I'd be like, fucking no. Would you like my fudge? No, you think I like your fudge. I don't give a fuck about fudge. It sounds, first of all, fudge just sounds, I don't know. To me, it's got some homoerotic tendencies to it. It's just a thing. It's here. It's just like dudes that won't put mayonnaise on a hot dog, which I think is silly as shit. But that's my hang up with fudge. Okay? And then y'all are putting it on bananas, but you won't put mayonnaise on a hot dog. But you're out here slathering up a banana with fudge, and then just, instead of bringing it to the mouth, you're just going to it. But I can't put mayonnaise on a hot dog. And here we are. This is ridiculous. Emma said the old people do love fudge. They do. I don't know why. My grandmother used to carry a Hershey bar in her purse. She would make fudge. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's like if you went through the Depression, which I don't know why they called it the Great Depression. How great was it? Really? If it was a goddamn depression, was it so great? It should have been called the Terrible Depression. But no, they're running around like it was fucking great. You ate fucking lima beans out of a can. But somehow that was so great. Okay, I guess. Oh, mayonnaise on a hot dog is a sign of mental illness, but you'll drink a fucking 20-ounce worth fucking badger semen. Okay, sure. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. And then you'll go eat a fuck shit on a banana. Okay. But let me put a condiment on a hot dog and I'm the crazy one. But you'll eat a fucking warthog jerked off by a coyote, which is finger fucked by a honey badger. And they'll just jizz it all up and put it in a Coca-Cola bottle, and you'll fucking bukkake two-fist those like they're going out of style, but I can't put a condiment on a hot dog. Okay, Total Dallas. I'm the crazy one. Then you'll fucking wash it all down with a big dick-shaped banana with fudge on it. I'm the crazy one. Okay. Yeah, I don't get the fudge thing. Did you try the Wendy's Dreamsicle Frosty? No, I did not. I did not try that. Now, Chick-fil-A has the new dragon fruit lemonade. I did try that. It's decent. It's okay. I tried their pimento sandwich. Was not great. It was not great. A condiment on a hot dog, you uneducated tool. A condiment. Go back to third grade, Alex. Jesus, man. Bucky's fudge is overrated. Let me tell you something, Evil Death. Everything about Bucky's is overrated except the bathrooms. Everything. Everything about Bucky's is overrated. I stand by it. Don't at me, chat, at your hoe ass mamas. Okay? I don't come from me, internet. I don't give a fuck. Bucky's is overrated. It's expensive. The food is meh. You want me to tell you what the best food is from a gas station? QT. You're welcome. Don't believe me? Hit up my boy Kanice. I put him on game last time we were on the road, and he was like, oh my God. I was like, you're welcome, pimp. You're welcome. You're welcome. QT has way better food than Bucky's. Facts. Listen, I'm on the road a lot. Bucky's, you can't touch the bathroom experience. You can't touch the bathroom experience. But I'll cut for the QT food. I cut for it, man. It is the shit. Bucky's food is overpriced. It's bland. You can tell white people make it because it's not seasoned. It's average. It's mid. It's bleh. It's not even like Cajun white people that know how to season shit. It's just your run-of-the-mill Midwest fat white people. So as Trey said, they think cheese is a seasoning. It's just bleh. QT's the bomb, bro. Alex said QT is good. QT's the bomb. Them breakfast biscuits, oh my God. I'm like Total Dallas with honey badger dicks. I'm two-fisting them hoes. Yo, so good. See, heartthrob. QT do have it locked down. Man, come on. What? You go to QT in the morning and get you a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Whoo! What? Come on, bro. As Jenny would say, that shit'll make you slap your mama. Oh my God. You eat that shit, be like, bitch, pow! Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Then, and I didn't know this, Kanice, because I've had like I've had the pizza. Total Dallas said the pizza is good. Yup. They got the slushies on lock. Evil Death said I go there for frozen slushies. Yup. But, Kanice got a sando. He got a sandwich. It was like this ham and cheese, like, I don't know. It's like a foot-long sub on wheat. And I don't even eat wheat bread, but it was like wheat bread and it had tomatoes, and I'm not a tomato guy, but oh my, he was like, Barry, because on the way, our first road trip together, we had to stop at Buc-ee's so we could get food. Second road trip, I was like, bro, we're not stopping at Buc-ee's. I'm not doing this shit again. So we stopped at a QT. I was like, I'm getting me a breakfast biscuit. I was like, get you something. And he ordered that sandwich. And he was like, oh my God, this bitch put her foot in it. This is so good. And then from then on out, it was, we got to find a QT. We got to find a QT. And he would just get random shit and be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, that was it. That was it. That's all it takes. I'm telling you, man. QT is the lick. Y'all are welcome. Get on that QT shit. Just don't stop and get you a bottle of fucking coyote blood. All right. A couple of things before we get into some sports. Where's my little slides I made? I made some slides. Where did they go? I have sinned against you, my Lord. Let's see here. Damn it, Bob. Damn it, Bobby. Here we go. I found this to be rather interesting. So, a rather interesting slide. Wilt was the damn man. This rolled across my Facebook timeline. This was crazy. NBA official statistics. Okay. Yep. NBA statistician recorded Wilt Chamberlain with 53 points, 32 rebounds, 24 blocks, 14 assists, and 11 steals. My man had a quintuple double. Crazy. Tony said he did that against plumbers. Well, listen. You play against who you play against, okay? The man couldn't control. It's not his fault everybody was white and 5'5", all right? That's not his. You just play who you play. 24 blocks is excessive. That lets you know right there. But that's what? That's crazy numbers. Nate said the statistician was high as fuck that night. He's like, that's a block. Wilt's not even in the game. I seen it. Oh my goodness. And them some wild ass numbers, man. Like, for real. So I saw that on my timeline. And I also saw this. And now listen. I expect you guys to be mature about this, okay? I don't expect any goofing. Okay? Hey, what up, Mr. Rubio? Good to see you, pimp. Long time no see. Welcome in, man. Been a hot damn minute. I expect you guys to be mature about this next slide, okay? I expect you to... Now, listen, chat, look at me closely, okay? Listen. There will be no foul language. Sam's here. All right, let's lock it up. Mr. Rubio's arrived. Let's be nice. He hasn't been here in a very long time. Love you too, bro. Now, okay, that's 4. Sam, I think your thumb is stuck, bro. Sam, what the fuck are you doing? Sam, lock it up, man. Sam, don't make me... Sam, please don't make me do this. Sam, you got to lock it up, bro. This next slide, I expect you guys to be cordial. Let's have a frank and adult conversation about it. We can do this. Okay. Guns N' Roses still touring. Axl Rose is every man, ladies and gentlemen. Axl Rose. Also, I don't know why the E is on there. That's not appropriate. Also, this may be AI. Okay. This may be made up. This might not be real. But I love it. This is why AI is great. Somebody posted out. I was like, y'all ain't shit for doing that to Axl Rose. He's not that fat, all right? I mean, has he gotten bigger? Sure. Is he that fat now? No. Y'all are just dicks. But I thought that was funny. I was like, boy, people ain't shit. People ain't shit. Now, I know he's gotten bigger, but he ain't that fat. Let me see. Axl Rose, fat. Yeah, he didn't get that fat. Yeah, I'm looking up photos. But he got fat, but he didn't get that fat. Well. Yeah, no, he didn't get that fat. But that's definitely an AI photo, which I think is hilarious. And then, of course, people were making memes where like, oh, the jungle must be full of pies, apparently. You in the jungle, baby. And then everyone was making fun of their albums. Hold on, let's see. Guns N' Roses discography. Let's see, because their first album was Appetite for Destruction. Somebody goes, their next album is just gonna be called Appetite. Come on, man. They had one called The Spaghetti Incident, and everybody was like, yep, that checks out. It's like, come on, y'all ain't shit. Nothing Lasts Forever is the name of one of their albums. Yeah, well, apparently Cake does. Okay, let's grow up, chat. This is what I'm saying. Grow up. That has to be a cover singer because I believe the guitar player started his own band and tours by himself. That's dash instead of slash. Oh my God. I just thought that shit was funny. I was like, boy, this Buns and Roses. That's funny, $20. Buns and Roses. That's good stuff, man. He's 5 pounds away from being a trucker. Oh. Shots fired. Pew, 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 pew. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, my God. So everyone was like, hey, watch your mouth. We are fat, though. Even though it says it's Corey Feldman band with them, I don't know if they're still opening for him. I don't know. It's a good question. Tis a good question. All right. When they posted this AI generated video or photo, so many people were joking and so many people were like, guys, this is not nice. He's a wonderful singer. You're just jealous because you can't sing like him. Calm down. Okay? Calm the fuck down. All right. Let's talk a little sporty sport. Let's get into this whole Ryan Clark RG3 drama. I'm here for it. So if you haven't heard, Ryan Clark had some things to say about RG3. Here we go. Here's a good article. It says, one, I love a good public fight among sports media members. Everyone in the business, and I'm including myself here, has a big ego. And we all think we're much more important than we are. So when two people in the world go at it, I usually get a kick out of it. Oh, I'm already in on this article. Who wrote this? Jimmy Traina. Yup. I especially get a kick out of it when the fight takes place on social media because it's so embarrassing. I like it when sports media people fight about things like who should get credit for breaking a story or who's in an agent's pocket. I don't enjoy it when it gets super personal. The back and forth has taken place over the last couple of days between Ryan Clark and Robert Griffin, crossed the line from entertaining to uncomfortable and cringe. It all started when RG3 made a video saying Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark after the two women mixed it up over the weekend. Apparently they got into it during a game. And this is nothing new. They've been mixing it up and going at it and, beefing and whatnot since they got in the league. Well, hell, since they were in college. That's been a thing. Reese was asked about the dust-up after the game and deferred to the call by the officials on the floor. It was clear she didn't want to talk about it much. Basketball plays. Refs got it right. Move on. Reese deadpan. Clark said something similar in a mid-game interview. Reese and Clark have been competing for the spotlight since college, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It says Clark then responded on his podcast by psychoanalyzing Griffin and coming to the conclusion that Griffin can't sympathize with Reese because he's married to a white woman. Yeah. I was trying to find the video where he said it. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here's the quote. It says, the one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country. About what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. If you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what Angel Reese is dealing with? Clark continued, you haven't been able to do that because of both of your marriages. You've been married to white women. Clark also referenced RG3's wife being in the background of the video and cheerleading what Griffin was saying about Caitlin Clark and Reese. Here is some Ryan Clark video. Let's get that little action going. Let's see here.
Young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now, if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I've had a conversation with her. Right. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what Black women deal with a lot from Black men who have chose to date or marry outside of their race. They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with over Black women by denigrating Black women. I feel like we should have an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel Reese can be great in her own right, as Caitlin Clark is as well. Caitlin Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past. She pays homage to the Black women that have come before her. And now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. And I think this is what I'd like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racists, he'll be no less Black than me.
Hold up. Let me...
Wow. That is a lot. That's a lot to unpack. That is a lot to absorb. That's a lot to address, quite frankly. That's a pretty powerful statement. Total said, I like Ryan Clark, but he can be kind of preachy. He also said, I'm pretty sure RG3 has Black family members. Look, I understand what Ryan Clark is saying, and I get it. But let's get through this article, and then I want to play RG3's rebuttal real quick. It says the entire thing immediately felt unseemly. One football analyst talking publicly about another football analyst's wife just felt like a line was crossed. Naturally, Griffin made his own video to respond to Clark, and then Clark responded to that video by calling out Griffin's work on ESPN. As the war of words kept going, I kept thinking, how do these guys not realize that doing this publicly on social media is a terrible look? Nobody wins with this unless the end goal is engagement. I get where RG3 is coming from and wanting to defend his wife, but at some point you start to wonder what's real and what's being done for clicks. This isn't an argument about who should be the number one pick or whether the Steelers should get involved with Aaron Rodgers. If you're legitimately irate about something, talk about your marriage. Someone talking about your marriage, and rightfully so. I don't understand how the first move is to grab your iPhone, go to the camera, tap video, and start responding so you can then send it out to your 2.2 million followers. I think that's the age that we live in, though. If someone calls you out publicly, you're a public figure, and you really feel, I think I would, you almost feel the need to have to defend your wife or your spouse publicly. And I'm sure he's getting pressure from her to do so. He may not have wanted to do so, though my hunch is, knowing that RG3 likes the limelight, he probably wanted to. But even if he didn't, She was probably like, you better get on that damn Instagram and defend my ass. You know what I mean? Like, she was probably like, oh, you're not just going to take that. It says, why not just call Clark? Why does it have to be done publicly? But make no mistake, Clark has crossed the line twice in talking about Griffin's wife and then revealing that he saved, whatever that means, Griffin for an entire season on Monday Night Football. It says, one more note on the Clark RG3 fight. In his initial video, Clark said that Asia Wilson was the face of the WNBA. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know anything about the WNBA. I don't. All I know is the WNBA is what Caitlin Clark has done for ratings and attendance. How someone can say that any other player but Clark is the face of the league just seems completely and totally disingenuous to me. Speaking of, the rating power of Caitlin Clark continues to astonish. Mets Yankees on Sunday drew 2.5 million viewers. It's the most watched Sunday night baseball game at ESPN since 2018. Clark and the Fever on Saturday afternoon drew 2.7 million for their game in a 93-58 blowout. So yeah, that's the thing is, you know, it's like I said, I understand the point Ryan Clark is trying to make. And I get what he is saying. Look, Asia Wilson might be the best player in the WNBA, and she is. You know, that's hands down. But I think the writer makes a good point. I think the numbers say differently as far as being the face. And again, I don't know shit about the WNBA, so I think his point would stand to reason that, you know, she's probably not the face that, you know, Caitlin Clark is, just based off of the numbers. Here is a video. Now, what's crazy is if you look at this on Instagram, this is RG3's feed. This is the video thumbnail that he has. Like, what? Why would you make a thumbnail like that for a video on your feed? Like, why would you make a rebuttal and then put that as the thumbnail? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you're just looking for clicks. You just post the video. You know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know. That just seems weird. But here's the video.
It's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits, and Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. But Ryan, you crossed the line, man. You made it personal and some. I really believe there should be no space in sports media for personal attacks. I've said it before. But certainly personal attacks against wife and children have always been off limits. Ryan, you attacked me and my family in a public forum on a level that shows just how low of a human being you are. You can disagree with me all you want. Challenge my takes, but keep my family and my wife out of it. That's a boundary that should always be respected, man. Always. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for ESPN. It's cowardly, it's spineless, and it's weak. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family.
You're just repeating your...
Personally because he disagreed with my sports opinion.
Come on, bro.
Is a bad look for him as a man. I hope you get the help you need, brother.
That was corny as fuck. I mean, if I'm being honest, that was corny as fuck. And the problem is that just felt like he's like, I need to be more dramatic. How many times did you need to tell us the same thing? Sorry. I need to do this to be more dramatic. Don't talk about my cats. You crossed the line. You talk about my cats. I mean, that shit was like, bro, what are we doing? Like, make your point. Say what you have to say, but you're just repeating it over and over and fucking ad nauseam. It's just the same shit. And it's a bunch of jump cuts. So very scripted, not from the heart. You know what I mean? Like, what I want to see is flip that fucking switch and talk from your heart. But you can literally, if you go back and watch it, you can see him looking down at the cut. What does the script say? Honestly, look, let's go back and run it again.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of...
You'll see him look down right at the first cut.
A lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits. And Ryan Clark
feels like
has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like
you saw it?
My sport.
You saw it? He's looking at the script. I mean, he's literally like, bro, just speak from the heart. Because you know what you don't have to do when you speak from the heart? You don't have to edit. You don't have to cut. You just flip the switch on and you go, hey, man, I just needed to come on here and say some things. Like, I feel like Ryan Clark crossed the line. Like, look, you may not like my sports takes. You may not like me. And that's fine on both accounts. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my sports takes. But don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my family. Don't bring that stuff into this. Let's just leave this between you and me and what we do in our professional lives. But leave my family out of it. Leave my personal life out of it. And don't make this personal. Because when you do that, you're crossing a line that doesn't need to be crossed. And just go. Just go. But I don't need all this and the jump cuts and what does the script say? And then I need to repeat myself over again and again and again. Bro, it just feels unauthentic. It just feels fake. And I'm not saying he doesn't mean it. I'm just saying it feels that way. It doesn't feel genuine. At least watching Ryan Clark say what he said in his video, there was no jump cuts. At least it didn't feel disingenuous. You may not agree with it, but I think he's speaking from the heart at least. I respect that more. I don't necessarily 100% agree with everything he said, but I respect it more, if that matters. What up, AR Platinum? Good to see you, man. Evil Death, Barry versus Josh Ennis is better than Ryan Clark versus RG3. Well, yeah, at least fucking Josh Ennis and I can put words together without needing a bunch of jump cuts and pauses and shit. For fuck's sake. But I think RG3's, look, and I didn't see the video. Where's the video? RG3 calls out Angel Reese, says she hates Caitlin Clark. Let's see the video.
Strong on a 3.
I want to see where he's getting quote unquote doing his head and his wife's in the background. That's what I want to see, because that's the meat and potatoes of this argument, right? That's what this comes down to. That's where the beef comes from. Let's see. Oh, so it was just a post. Oh.
Yo, welcome to Out of Pocket with RG3, hosted by
Oh.
your boy and the lovely, amazing, 99-time All-American, Grete.
Okay. I found it. Yeah. So this is it. I'm trying to get Ryan fired. Was just some sucker shit. That's the same thing he did to Rob Parker, but he's not the NFL star anymore, so it won't work this time. So here's I found the full video. Here it is.
Yo, welcome to Out of Pocket with RG3, hosted by your boy and the lovely, amazing, 99-time All-American, Grete. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I just almost passed out. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys, all the Pocket Watchers out there. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you go find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe over there. Follow us. Leave some reviews. Leave some comments, because we need every single one of you Pocket Watchers to help take this bad boy to the moon. So like I said, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark. Let's dive in.
Okay.
Open for a free, easy layup. Routine play. The one thing people are not talking about on that play, which my wife so eloquently stated to me earlier, was that Caitlin Clark was actually reacting to a foul that should have been called on Angel Reese against Aaliyah Boston. Previously, when you see they cut off the play early, was a routine, you got to make them earn it foul. It was not a flagrant foul with the intent to hurt somebody. And not only that, Angel Reese acted like she wanted to win an Oscar. I got nothing against any of these women's basketball players. They're all super talented. But if we're going to talk about them, we have to talk about them like we talk about any other sport, like the NBA. When we see a guy flop, we call it out. Angel Reese flopped on that play. But let's go ahead and talk about.
So I guess
a
the
tweet
chin
that I
rub
put
is
out
just
that
his
went
thing.
Absolutely nuclear. Reason I said that. Put on Angel Reese.
I can't.
By Dwayne Wade.
I don't see it.
Yeah, baby, get her. You
Here it is.
try to swing on her.
Here we go.
Smack him upside the head or hit him in the face from behind. But that's what Angel Reese did to Caitlin Clark. So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player?
I mean, look, I kind of see what Ryan Clark is saying. Bro, it's a bad look. Look, I kind of get it, man. At this point, now watching it, and I just watched it. I don't know how many of y'all saw this, but nothing Ryan Clark said was a lie at this point, really. I mean, nothing that he said was out of pocket. It's a bad look, man. It really is. And I get it, man. You're promoting a podcast and you're creating some controversy and you're doing those things. And I will say this, and I don't know this, but I think that Ryan Clark has a really valid point. You're the daughter, or you're the dad of 3 black girls. They're mixed, but they're 3 black girls, 4 black girls. And, I would be shocked though if those conversations aren't had. But at the same time, when you do things like that we just saw, whether they're intentional or unintentional, I think they send the wrong message. But subliminally, it really looks like what Ryan Clark is saying is accurate. Just from a distance. Now, again, we don't know what goes on in his household. You don't know the conversations he has with his wife and kids. You just don't know that. And I do agree, you can't come out and publicly say those things. But all Ryan Clark did, which you can't do in his position, but all Ryan Clark really did was say what everyone was thinking. It's what he did. And if you don't believe me, all you need to do is just go to RG3's Instagram and look at the comments. I mean, right over here on the right. Pisces Princess, the black community stands with Ryan, not you. Leona the Queen, delete it. It's giving Karen. Quana Will 14, no one attacked you. No one attacked your wife. He just stated the truth about you. Andrew Porter, Ryan did a great job. I mean, like, B Money, go drink some milk. You can, yeah, Amos said RG3 hyped it for clicks, but it was unnecessary, and then it backfires. And that's the thing. You got to be careful about the shit that you do for clicks. And let's be real, Amos, when you pander. Because who you're pandering to matters. And how you pander matters. So if you're pandering to the person over your shoulder, you ride or die, I get it. I get it. You should. That's your ride or die. You should definitely pander if that's what you choose to do. But when the backlash comes from your community, from all sides, in all ways, don't act surprised. You can't act surprised. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. You knew the stance you were taking. I mean, look, I've made videos on my Facebook as a stand-up comic and do jokes as a stand-up comic where I talk about and make fun of white people. And I do it a lot. Constantly on the attack. It's almost the reverse. I'm in RG3's chair, but instead of RG3 doing what he did, I'm doing the same thing, but it's usually making fun of white people or whatever. But I'm fully prepared, and I don't give a fuck if white people get upset with me. I had a couple of videos during the Olympics where I was making fun of white people, and the hate was real. White people were pissed. They called me racist. They called me a race traitor. On some of those comments on some of those videos that did very well, but people were pissed. I got called all kinds of shit. I didn't care. It didn't matter because those people weren't my target market. Those people weren't my target audience for those videos. And I knew that was going to happen, and I was fine with it. Because, one, I don't want those people buying tickets to my comedy shows. I don't want them following me on Facebook. I didn't want them to be a fan. And I was willing to accept that. And that was fine. Plus, I knew that if they came and left shitty comments, that was engagement. And I knew that other people were going to come in and talk shit to them for saying that. That was just more engagement. And then I was going to talk shit to them, and that was going to make them talk shit back to me. And then other people were going to pile on, and that was just more engagement. So it didn't bother me at all. I knew exactly what I was getting into when I was doing those videos. RG3 had to know what he was doing. And if he didn't, he really needs to hire somebody to help him. Because when you make videos like that, that's not just a sports take. You're getting outside of sports. That would have been like the video I made was, do black people get as excited when they win a medal in swimming as white people do when we win a medal in sprinting? Now, I could have said, oh, why is everybody getting so upset? It's just a sports take. It's just a question about the Olympics, but it's not. It's really not. It's rooted in sports. But what RG3 is really talking about is a black female basketball player hating a white female basketball player. That's what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing in that regard. Should have been ready. And again, Ryan Clark crossed the line. But all he did was, he just said what I think a lot of people were thinking and do think. And if you're RG3, man, live your life, dude. Live your truth. Be you, Don't let anybody else dictate what you feel and how you feel and who you are and how you want to live your life, man. Marry who you want to marry. Love who you want to love. And this is what I think is most interesting. When I was on Facebook and saw this post, there were a lot of black people that were attacking RG3. And they were saying similar things to what you saw on Instagram here. Like, we stand with Ryan. Go drink some milk. You ain't shit. And that's what you get for marrying a white woman. Shit like that, right? And what was really interesting is everyone that came to RG3's defense was white. And they all said the same things. Love is love. Love is blind. You guys are racist. Why is it that he can't just marry who he loves? Why does the color of her skin matter? And it's so funny when this happens. I find this so interesting Because 9 times out of 10, those are the same people that normally wouldn't be injecting themselves into these types of conversations. This is just a chance to play the other side of the fence. It's typical internet bullshit. It's double speak. It's double talk. These people don't really feel this way. They really don't give a fuck about RG3. This was just a chance for them to be sanctimonious and take the high ground. Well, now this is racism. This black man can marry a white woman if he wants to. That's all that is. White people are so transparent. So fucking fake. It's so fake. Facebook white people are the fakest white people ever. See what I did there? And I mean it. Fuck them. Run tell that, bitches. Clip it. Post it. At your mama, hoes. I'm telling you. You gotta know what you're getting into. But it's the truth. Serena in tennis, Simona in gymnastics is the equivalent of Caitlyn in the women's basketball. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, but your Lord Palpatine, RG3 is a stormtrooper. I don't know what that means. His wife played it smart. She said, you got this player. I will be back here on the couch. You know what, though, Amos? I think that was the wrong move. I think that made it look worse. Because it made it look like she was in the back. Like, you go tell him. And I'll be back here judging from a distance. You know that one person that's like, hey, my husband's going to kick your ass because I said so. And I don't have to do shit because I'm telling him what to go do. Like, she shouldn't have been in the fucking room for this conversation. If you're going to go have a conversation about black women or a black woman, this is just my opinion. As a black man, if you're going to go on the internet as a black man married to a white woman, if you're going to go on the internet and have a conversation about a black woman who hates the face, a white woman of the NBA, you probably shouldn't have your white wife in the background. Just my opinion. It might be like, hey, maybe sit this one out. Let me just do this. Oh, no, this is our podcast. Yeah, but I'm just telling you, I'm already going to get heat for this shit. I don't need some judgy white woman in the background going, that's right, you tell them, babe. Fuck them. They just hate white women. We're so marginalized and oppressed. I don't need that. I'm already going to get heat for this shit. Now go make me a sandwich. Okay, I took that too far. But I mean, that's just, don't do that. She felt very judgy in the background from what little I saw. And maybe I don't watch his podcast. I've never seen it. I don't even know what the fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe she's there every time. Maybe that's how their podcast goes. She sits in the back, sips her coffee like she's the queen, and he sits up front on the microphone and maybe that's the deal. But there are some times when you got to pivot. There's some times when you have to, hey, and he should know this. He's a goddamn quarterback. Omaha. Audible, goddammit. Audible. RG3, get out of this play. They've loaded up the box. Ryan Clark is coming on a fucking blitz. You need to fucking audible. He is coming on a free blitz, bro. You've got to fucking audible. Get this white woman out of this goddamn room. I think he did a good job. Perry said corn E. I think that's the consensus. And that's part of the problem. But You know? Again, I mean, look, you know, more power to him. Do what you want to do, man. Like, live your life. Marry who you want to marry. Love who you want to love. I don't give a fuck. Do media how you want to do media. All that. Drum up clicks and all that shit. Hey, Total Dallas, man, thank you for the $5 super chat. I don't know why that shit didn't fire up. RG3's wife behind him like Jada sitting next to Will Smith at the Oscars. Fact. Thank you for that. That's 100% fact. Do you remember how that went down? Remember Chris Rock was like, yeah, he said something, and then Will Smith was like, hey! Remember that? Because she was like, You gonna let him do that? That's kind of the same fucking vibe. Same vibe. Appreciate you, Sam. Sam said, this is the reason I listen to you. Keep it 100. Thank you, man. I just try to be honest. I mean, I just, not everybody's going to agree. That's fine. Not everybody's going to agree. Not everybody's going to like it. And that's cool, too. You're welcome to tell me why I'm wrong in the chat. I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Total Dallas said, if I was a comedian, RG3 ain't been black since before Baylor. Okay. Do Baylor fans still claim RG3? I think so, yeah. Whose relationship is more awkward right now, RG3 or Belichick? Not RG3. Wall said Rice didn't cross my mind until I heard Ryan's ridiculous spin because he's a pre-existing issue with RG3. RG3 was talking about specific players, not race. I listen for your good looks. Oh, you are a goddamn lie. Spoon said for sure Barry tells you to go fuck yourself. Yeah, well, that's for sure. RG3's wife, Mahomes' wife, Belichick's girlfriend in the sports version of The Real Housewives. Wouldn't that be a great reality show? Put them all in a room? Holy shit. Walt has a point. I don't know if it's a good one, but he has a point. I don't tell you all the time, Spoon, go fuck yourself. Oh, maybe I do. Walt, I think if I would have heard it, I think I would have been like, he's right, but Walt, at the same time, when he started doing some of that, if I would have read it, Walt, I probably wouldn't have thought twice about it. If I would have read his comment, you know what I mean? Well, if I would have read the blurb in an article, I probably would not have thought about race. Does that make sense? But I also wouldn't have seen the mannerisms. I wouldn't have seen his wife in the background. I wouldn't have seen, if I would have just seen the quote about the hate or whatever, I wouldn't have thought twice. But watching that, a lot more of that, and I didn't watch it all. Maybe I need to go watch the whole thing, and it might even give more or less. I don't know. Hey, Sensei Bullrog just gave us a shout out, man. Thank you, Sensei Bullrog. You're the man, sir. I gotta pee so bad. Damn. Oh, I think we can make it till 5. Oh my God, I gotta pee so bad. It's that stupid ass orange Coke. I blame Total Dallas, his dumbass. But that was the part that, when he was doing the clapping and then again, I think there's undertones to it. I mean, he didn't just come out and say it. It's that vibe. Just kind of the undertones to it, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll sit down and watch the whole thing and reassess. maybe I'll agree with you after I watch all 30 minutes. God, am I going to do that? Fuck. I'm going to make myself do it though, Walt, for you. I'm going to make myself watch all 30 minutes and then we can discuss tomorrow. Okay? Okay. In the meantime, though, before we get out of here, we got something we got to do. Yeah. What? Okay. You know she had to get that shout out before we get on up out of chow. Yo. Greatest mom in the whole wide world. Jenny is mom. Happy birthday to the woman who, I don't know, had sex with my dad. Yeah, that one. She's the man now, dog. She hates when I do that shit. She's like, oh my God, son, do you have to say that? What you did? You did a good job too, because you had me. Okay. She's gonna be so pissed when she sees this. That's right. Happy birthday to the woman whose vagina I fell out of. Jesus Christ. She's gonna be like, son, can't believe you said that. 9 days from now, nope, here I am. I love you, Mom. You're the absolute best. The absolute best. Make no mistake about it. You, let play with the ass. You are the best mother in the world, hands down. And I love you. And Mom, hope your day has been spectacular. Hope you get some roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into, Mother. Cheers, you're the best. Drink, drink, drunk. Love you, Mama. Happy birthday, Jenny. We forgive you for unleashing Truman on the world. No, you don't. Don't get me wrong, RG3 is corny, but this monologue was his standard corny. Well, that's true. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, inappropriate Truman, but not surprising. Hey! Sir. Happy birthday, Mother. I love you. I gotta pee so bad. We gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta pee. All right, I love you guys. Whew. Oh my God, I'm about to piss my pants, my pantaloons. All right, guys, love you all very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget game 1, Western Conference Finals tonight. Hey, what up, Uriel? Tonight, Western Conference Finals kick off. And OKC in 5. Yeah, I said it. And, hey, good shit, Spoon. Spoon, you didn't see the shout out I gave you yesterday, did you? Look, bam. What? That's right. I did that. Hey, Evil Death, much love, player. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, oh yeah, hockey tonight too. Hell yeah. And Astros. OKC in 6? Okay. Oh my God, I'm about to piss my pants. Hey, do me 3 favors before I see y'all tomorrow, okay? Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully with no pissy pants. Bye, everybody. Oh my God. And he's making a YouTube video.